Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. So welcome to my channel. It's paper pumpkin time, everybody. I just absolutely love this. So if you are new to my channel, you may not know that I do not do any of the paper pumpkin kits as they are designed. I do my own thing. So this is Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 3. We're just at the beginning of all this goodness. So for the first 5 to 6 videos, I show you what comes in the kit. And then after that, I don't do it no more. So this is the flyer instruction sheet. It opens up, it's trifold. It shows you all the wonderful projects. On the back here, it gives you a QR code, which you can do other projects. It shows you everything that comes in the kit. It gives you the coordinating colors like copper clay, crumb cake, lost lagoon, mossy meadow, pebbled path, and gold. I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to show you. It came with 8 of these card bases. This is 3.5 by 7. And it is scored at 3.5 little square cards, which we are going to cut up, but not today. Gorgeous. Look at the inside of that envelope. So pretty. You know we're going to cut that up. I am currently working on using up one of these boxes that I cut up. So here's the box. It's a little tint box. This squeezes in, this flaps over. And it had these 2 gold pieces in it. So let me put these aside because these are not clipped on my paper. And then I can show you. So we have a pumpkin, a large pumpkin, a small pumpkin, these 2 leaves, this small sentiment strip, this leafy branch image, this larger sentiment strip, and the stamps, which I was not the only one, guys. Thank you for commenting, by the way. I was not the only one who thought that looked like a morning glory. Probably could work out as a morning glory, but it's a pumpkin. This fits inside of it. So here's the same image as this one, just a little smaller, I think. Yes, it is. It says, thanks with love and gratitude. Grateful for you, thank you, and for you. Now I can say I have used all the sentiment stamps. I did that on one card, the first one. That was great. So I'm going to set this aside, bring in my Handa Dunda notebook here. We're on video number 3. So on a 12 by 12 piece here, I have what we're going to do. So I have one of my craft light card bases that was in my stash here. We're going to use that. Let's start with layer number 1. All my goodies over there. So layer card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, and the color I chose is Evening Evergreen because y'all, this was available handy dandy and it was done, so we're gonna go with it. My next layer are 2 pieces cut to 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, and this I use the scallop edge punch. You can use a die. The finished measurement is roughly 1/2 inch. So next for layer number 2 is this box front part or back from the kit, and I left this flap on it so you could see. We're going to trim that off, but this is the piece we're going to be using. So, oh, what else? And the chevron, and this meaning the chevron flat piece from the kit that I cut up. We're going to use that piece as well. The inside piece is white, and that's 3 3/4 by 5. Then I brought in the retired sprig punch. It says soft succulent. I have, well, okay, so it must be, it is. These, boo-boo there. Soft succulent, 2 of them. And then I used the bow punch for this bit in Evening Evergreen. So this is the sprig punch. This is the bow punch, okay? So we're going to set those back over there. Then we're going to do some surgery to this leaf because I only want one, and we're going to use that pumpkin. And I have this ruffled ribbon, which is pretty, oh, it's Tranquil Tide. I thought it was Pretty Peacock. Look at that. That's a no, 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 no. Scissors, no. This is Tranquil Tide. I don't have that ink at all. Twinkle Tide. It's very close to Pretty Peacock, but we're going to use it because it's going to go, it's going to go beautifully with it. So is that all of my bits? The 2 sentiment strips, I already show you guys those. So we're going to use 2 for this card. We're going to use this one and this one, and that's it. And let's get started. So first things first is let's do the surgery bit. So I have this piece. Now this little leaf is going to get tucked up underneath the pumpkin, and this one I can use somewhere else. So we're going to cut it, do some surgery right along the edge. There. Now this piece I get to use somewhere else. This is just going to be a hint of itself, just to add a little bit in there. We are going to split this one up. You guys, I told you I would do this. If you doubted me, you shouldn't have. I just cannot leave it. So we're going to go like that. Then we're going to cut this one up. So I think all I really need is this bit. I don't want to cut off more than I need at the moment. I just really need a 3rd piece. So let's get on with the rest. I'm going to move these over there. That over there. Those bits. Because we're going to do some actual stamping. Yes, funny that we're going to stamp. Oh, I forgot. I was going to get another little edge bit here for the inside of our card. And I show you, I use my scraps, guys, all the time. So let's do this while we can. So I'm going to cut it to 3/4. Let's do 1 inch. We're going to make it a bit bigger because then it'll be down to 3/4 of an inch by the time we punch it. And look at that. Perfect. I still might get something out of there. So I need this old punch. And it has this little line here that you just put your paper in, force it all the way to the edge, punch and slide. Punch, slide, you line it up on these silver bits. So if any of you guys are wondering how to use one, you find one at a thrift store or online. That's how you do it. I wish they would come back making these. I love these punches. You guys know I do. Dies, they're nice and all, but my punch, hands down, the best. So that's for now our center for, well, not center, it's going to go on the edge of the inner part, but we need the stamp and pierce mat, as these are polymer stamp sets, and we have to cut. Remember I told you we would be. So we are cutting this bit right off of here. That now can be used for something else. And the trick for this one is this piece is going to extend this piece. So let's see. If you put that all the way there, this one, it's like 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to glue it. Maybe not. Maybe because I thought I would stamp here with the branch thing and stamp it up here. I'm thinking, because it's going like this. Why do I do that to myself? I just gotta do, my focal point is the pumpkin. My branches are here. I'm not going to go up underneath there. So all I need is this piece. to make sure this is going to work out the way I want it to. So here we go. And we are stamping in, of all things, Pretty Peacock. Because I don't have anything else. I mean, we're going to do all of our stamping in Pretty Peacock. So we need this branch bit. I'm just getting a layer of color here. I'm going to look at it first. That's really dark. Do I want it that strength or just lightly? Okay. Change of plans. We are going to stamp in Soft Succulent. Now that I know that ribbon is twinkle tied, it bothers me. And I loaned my Evening Evergreen ink pad out. And unfortunately she lost it. And it couldn't be replaced. So I need to buy a little spot. A blank spot. Okay. Now, do I want it full strength or the lighter bit? I think we're going to just go full strength. We're going to go, okay, here's my pumpkin. That's going to go down there in the corner. And I want this to be right about there. I'm using my pinky here to hold it. And then I'm going to stamp down. We're going to layer a whole bunch of stuff on top of this one. I'm just letting it sit for a minute. Beautiful. That's so much better. So that's done. And now we need our sentiment strips. And we're going to stamp them in the same. You could do this in Lost Lagoon, okay? It's just that I am using, if you were using Lost Lagoon, use Lost Lagoon. I am using Soft Succulent because I'm using Soft Succulent on my, my little bit. So one is going to say, grateful for you. That one is this short one. And I want the flat side to go to the right, and I have to do it this way or I can't see how to stamp it in the center. All right, so there's that one. And then I need to clean it off. Maybe yes, no, yes. Nope, we'll just take the thank you off of this one and use this one. Let's make sure it's straight, and that's easiest to just set it down and then pick it up. This one is going to go on this one, and we want to stamp it mostly over here because we're going to trim this bit off. So I want it right there. Ta-da! And we need for the inside. So those are done. The inside, I'm using that 2019 paper pumpkin one that says thankful for friends like you, and I'm going to stamp that hopefully straight. I'm going to stamp it here, and then I'm going to bring in my Happy Thanksgiving stamp, and this is from the same 2019 August paper pumpkin. I really think that is crooked because I didn't pop it down like it should have been. So let's ink me up. It doesn't want to come off the block at all. Let's do it that way. And then we're going to open it, put it back in there. We're going to do Happy Thanksgiving. Yes. And then we are going to add our beautiful leafy branchy image. But we're going to stamp once. Oh, maybe we won't need the other Soft Succulent. We're going to stamp off. And I don't think we need that strip, so I'll save it. I'll use it on something else. Now for our envelope, because we're going to do all this stamping at one time. Leave all of that up there. Full strength, as this is that craft-like paper really soaks up the ink. Beautiful. Something is on my ink pad. Now I gotta clean off me because now I'm inky too. All right, and we're gonna do the back flap like most of my cards. They need a little something front and back. Give it a second to set into this paper. Yes. All right, we're all done stamping, and I had pecan pie out. I don't know why. Wasn't using pecan pie. I don't know why I had to have that out. So let's dump all our great bits on here and get started. So we have that. Oh, our card base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Interesting. Didn't realize that's what it was. But anyways, we're going to start putting our center inside piece X ... to mark the spot. Can you tell I love being in here? It makes me so happy. Oh, especially when it's stressful. Ta-da! Okay, all our little fun bits. My hands are frozen. I can barely feel my fingertips. Oh, I have a bow with that really thin jute twine. I made a double bow. Excuse me, just sip time. Now, we are going to connect these two strips and this strip. So I'm going to want the scallop edge to the outside. And I'm going to bring in the glue along the edge here. And then add this. And I know I'm going to need to trim it off, but that's okay. I just want 1/4 of an inch here. That's why I used the grid. So now I'm going to turn it this way and repeat. I'm going to flip it over because this, oh no, there's a bit on each end. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's like this little bit there that just needs trimming off. So and we just want to make it 1/4 of an inch. That one went really well. And glue snips because there's glue on these. Oh, no, we don't want to trim that off, do we? Because this piece is going to make it. Yeah, I messed up. I'm going to need that. Let's see, maybe if I trim it. No, I wanted it edge to edge on here. And I trimmed that little tiny bit away. That's okay. It's going to, I'll make it work. So now I'm going to glue this bit down. And see how this is missing something in the center? Where's that bit? Let's just use this to go down the center. It needs something in the center of this to make it stable. This is scrap anyways. It's okay. I just want it even from here to here to here, and I do not want to put dimensionals on it. So now we can, I'm going to trim this off in the center because that's not going to show, and I don't want any of that at all to show. Down the line, down the line. Gonna have to trim a hair off of that. Hopefully that is straight-ish enough. There. Now it's even. Now we are going to add glue to this piece, the chevron. I got a bit carried away with the glue, but that's okay. And we're going to line that up, hopefully. Needs to come over just a hair. There. Now our chevron. Now, it's so cold. Yes. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Now, this one is going down here. This one, I told you, we need to cut this bit off, and I need the guillotine because I don't want to try to cut with straight edge because I just not good at doing that. I don't know why. I could blame it on the fact that I wear glasses, but it's not gonna. I'm gonna just cut that little end off for now because I might, if I can get it out, put like a rhinestone there. If not, I can trim it down again. So now we're gonna start with all of our goodies. So we need to roughly place our ribbon in its place. And I mean roughly because I'm going to put some Scotch tape in it in a minute from Mr. Frog. See how cute. I gotta make sure that my loopity loops are not too big. And I know I'm gonna trim it off. We could tie, do I want to tie a little string there to hold it? But that might add bulk to it where I don't want the bulk. Okay, Mr. Frog, come in for the assist. And that's way too much Scotch tape. It'll stick out if I left that much. So the assist is being done by Mr. Frog. We're going to lay these up on top of each other a bit. Get our focal point is going down here a bit more. So yes, this is a good placement. Hold that bit down. And this bit. All right. Thank you for the assist, Mr. Frog. Gonna do that and do this one. We don't want it hanging off that much. And our pumpkin then is gonna go right there, which this one could pull out a little bit more. Oh, really cute. I don't do a lot of ribbon bit stuff, so let's get those reverse tweezers if I could possibly find them in the jar. All right. There we go. Just needed a little bit of help. So we are going to start with the evening evergreen piece. I'm going to build that like right there. Use those reverse tweezers. I could have done the wiggle wiggle on this and I forgot. But now that it's got glue, I'm not doing that. All right. There's that bit. I should have two of those. I do. I want one on top and one on the bottom. So this one's going over here, I think. Look how well that glue bottle works when it's clean. Amazing. So add a little bit of the gold. Yes, this one's going in the center. So this one is coming here. We can put this one now in its spot. shift it to the top so I can slide it in. And this one is going to go, where's the other one? Yes, because I want it to start branching this way. This bit I thought I would have here, and that bit, nope, we're going to put you over here. Looks like I feel like I need something else in here. Trying to figure out what it is. It needs a little something in between these bits here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. And I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that bow punch because it's got two elements on it that you can punch, and we're going to use that little piece of the box that we cut off to make it work. So this is the piece I'm talking about right here. I'm going to be able to get two of this top punch with this. I know I will get two. So there's one. Just needs a little something more in there. Ta-da! So there's my pumpkin. The leaf is going on this side of it. This little bit, there's a fly, is going to go here. Yes, it needed that little definition. It so needed that. And then we have a bow. Oh, yes, the bow, the bow, the bow. Okay. So little dot, 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 and a dot on that little stinky stem that's bending away. So there's that. That one didn't get glue on it. I thought I put glue on it. Maybe I just didn't push it down this bit. Dot, 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 and a dot. It's the gold foil. It's not being good. It does not want to let anything stick to it. So here's, this is getting on dimensionals. 2 and 3. Let's see, maybe there's 3. We're going to put one right there, one there, and one here. And this one, we're going to glue our leaf to this. And we're going to pop a little glue dot, We're going to use a mini to go underneath our leaf because it needs a little support in there. There we have it. And my bow is going to actually get tucked up, I think, under our pumpkin. Oh, yes, most definitely. The bits and bobs, or do I want it to be up there? I want it this way, actually. I want it kind of different. So let's get glue dot. Big glue dot. Might have to shove a few of them in here. Turn this around because I want it right on that edge. Tuck it up underneath there a bit. All my little widely ends and my little triple bow I made, my loops. I'm going to need another bit of a glue dot. Spread those out. Trim my little crazy ends here. I'm going to make them a couple of different sizes. Let's see, this one a little longer, this one shorter. Oh, so I'm in love with it. I am in love with the garden. Absolutely gorgeous. Love everything about it. So we use that. This one, with love and gratitude. And do I want to make it shorter? I'm not sure. This one, look, is going to go right there. Do I add another layer of dimension? No. We're going to just add some glue. And we want this edge to be in line with that edge. There. And we are going to trim this down. But I am going to add some rhinestones to this. I think I have some really cool ones that were going to look great. Right there. And this needs dimensionals. There's just no helping that. That definitely needs to be popped up. And you just see a little hint of the soft succulent in there. So bling time. Maybe. Nope, that one says card bases. This one is the bling box. I need to label it as such. So, ooh, those would be even pretty. Those are going to do it. Those are not the ones I was thinking of, but they will work and they will be very, very pretty. Oh, yes. So excited. All right. So we need 1, 2, and so there's 1, 2. We need the large ones. And 3. So gorgeous. We need to wink a Stella the pumpkin. He needs a little sparkle and shine. It's his time of the year. Pretty color for the pumpkin. And the leaf. Really pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Pretty card. Envelope. Look at that, guys. Oh, really pretty. They really needed those. It could have just been one, but oh, and I love the ribbon tucked up underneath there. Go in the opposite direction with all those little loops. That could have been straighter, but hey, it's a handmade card. Oh, I absolutely love this. So thank you guys for watching. But before we go, I had my drawing. So this one was draw name on September 15th for Paper Pumpkin video number 6. Cheryl Small Reed. You won, but I don't have your address. So if I do, contact me and say, hey, you should have this. And I'm going to give you guys the email in just a minute. And then for the video number 17th for Paper Pumpkin 2023, I drew the name Janice Johnson. I have your address. So these will go out here in a few days. Yours will at least. But I need your address, Cheryl. And email me at, let's see, do I have, we'll use a highlighter. You can email me at Alice. That's me. Seraphin, that's me too. At gmail.com. So I'm going to give you a week to contact me. If you don't, then I'm going to draw another name on the list and mail it to the next person. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope more than anything that you would consider letting me know what you think of this card, as I absolutely love it. Thanks everybody for all your wonderful comments. You guys make my day each and every day, and I am filled with such joy, and I am so humbled by your kindness, your generosity. Gives me faith in the world. So thank you so very much. Really, thank you. And please come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye bye for now.